Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So I don't know if you guys saw this last night or not, but Liz Cheney just annihilated Fox News host and Don Jr. Live. Basically, they were considering whether or not to refer Mark Meadows over for contempt for refusing to show up in front of Congress when he was ordered to do so by subpoena. And they took that vote last night. They decided, yes, they will refer him, and they will take a vote on it in the full House. But on top of that, she read some of the text messages that Mark Meadows received from Fox News hosts, as well as Don Jr., Donald Trump Jr., which just annihilated their BS arguments that they've been making for the last year about January 6th. Take a look.
Quote, Mark, the president needs to tell people in the Capitol to go home. This is hurting all of us. He is destroying his legacy, Laura Ingraham wrote. Please get him on TV. Destroying everything you have accomplished, Brian Kilmeade texted. Quote, can he make a statement? Ask people to leave the Capitol, Sean Hannity urged. As the violence continued, one of the president's sons texted Mr. Meadows, quote, he's got to condemn this shit ASAP. The Capitol Police tweet is not enough, Donald Trump Jr. texted. Meadows responded, quote, I'm pushing it hard, I agree. Still, President Trump did not immediately act. Donald Trump Jr. texted again and again, urging action by the president. Quote, we need an Oval Office address. He has to lead now. It has gone too far and gotten out of hand, end quote. But hours passed without necessary action by the president.
So this just proves they knew and they know that this was not Antifa. This was not BLM, because why would they be encouraging Trump to reach out to these people and tell them to go home if they thought that it was Antifa or BLM? Are you telling me Antifa and BLM are going to listen to Donald Trump? Really? Is that what they're alleging? And it proves that those who could and likely did speak directly with Donald Trump couldn't get him to take action. It also proves that they know that this wasn't a quote unquote false flag operation conducted by the FBI. They knew that these were Trump supporters. They know that that Tucker Carlson ridiculous bullshit special is just that, bullshit. And they knew that Trump had the power to call these people off. So for them now to go along with this narrative of a false flag, oh, it wasn't that bad, it was just, peaceful protesters. It proves how completely and utterly full of shit all of these people are. They are beyond phony. This is sociopathic behavior. To know that something happened, how it happened, who's responsible for it happening, and yet they go along with this fiction, with this fabrication about Antifa and the deep state, and then this is a fake, false flag operation. That's psychotic. How craven do you need to be? Seriously, to say on January 6th that Trump needs to denounce the actions of his supporters and that it was going to ruin his legacy, that it was so bad that it was going to ruin his legacy. Not that I think that he has one, but they clearly do. Yet now they can claim with a straight face that, January 6th was no big deal. These were all peaceful protesters. These were patriots. That's insane. And I'm done with the whole patriot thing. I'm taking that word back. For those of us who wouldn't fall for the actual false flag operation that Trump and his Stop the Steal allies perpetrated on his followers. That was the false flag operation, the stolen election. The people who attacked the Capitol are, and from here on out, will be known as patriots. That's what I call them. That is what they are. They're patriots, not patriots. But for Ingram and Hannity, Don Jr., all these others to now try to make January 6th into some sort of trip to Disneyland, that is 100% straight up psychotic. How can the MAGA crowd look at them as anything other than total and complete liars? And this is exactly why Meadows doesn't want to testify, because he knows he's going to have to go in there and he's going to have to lie under oath. He's going to have to lie and say either that he didn't talk to Trump that day, or that, oh, I didn't feel it was my place to push him into action, whatever BS he's going to have to make up, or he's going to have to plead the fifth. And we all know what Donald Trump said about people who take the fifth. These text messages also reveal that Trump was 100% aware of what was going on and how it was being perceived. Because even if Meadows says, oh, I didn't reach out to him, he was unavailable, I couldn't get a hold of him, or whatever BS he comes up with, these people were texting Meadows, which tells you that they damn sure were texting and calling Trump as well. Every one of these people has Trump's phone number, guaranteed. That's why he's so petrified of his January 6 documents being handed over to the committee. The question is, once they have those records, is Merrick Garland going to take up a criminal case against Trump for dereliction of duty or whatever the crime may be? Trying to overthrow the government? I mean, we now know that they literally had a PowerPoint presentation of how to do it. Is Congress going to move to vote to prevent him from ever holding office again? Because that absolutely has to happen. Or are these people, is Merrick Garland, is Congress, are they all going to be just walking giant testicles, making excuses again? And Laura Ingraham can sit there with that stupid look on her face and Tucker with his, I mean, they don't even need them on air. We already know what they're going to look like through every segment. Oh my God, but their phony outrage about Antifa, BLM. Oh, these were patriots. These are good, law-abiding citizens who are just being thrown under the bus. And they're just trying to purge the patriots. Yeah, we're trying to purge the hatriots. We are, not the patriots. The patriots weren't at the Capitol on January 6th. The hatriots were. Anyway, guys, I will let you know if I hear any more, but thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.